Welcome back to the only nerd-centric channel you need in your life. Welcome back to Comic Universe. DPZ rolling solo once again with another non-comic lineup. Now, for those who are unaware, non-comic lineup is where we take, here at Universe, take a comic book team and remix it with non-comic book characters as team members. And today, I'm going to be doing the Suicide Squad. Yeah. So, this ought to be fun, guys. This is going to be just a ton of brains and blood, more or less. So, yeah, now, my team is a little big, but at the same time, like, these are all characters I could definitely see part of the Suicide Squad. So let's get into it, starting off with Himiko Toga from My Hero Academia. Now, Himiko, total just crazy. Absolutely out of her goddamn mind. Someone I think Waller would definitely look at and go, yeah, I want her on my team. Expert hand-to-hand fighter, excellent with knives, and also her quirk would be interesting to have for to be part of Task Force X. And her quirk, for those who are unaware, is that whenever she drinks the blood of someone, she can shapeshift into that person. And depending on how much blood she drinks, the longer it lasts. So if she drinks like every ounce of someone's blood, she can become that person for like months, if not years. So yeah, so if she just drinks somebody, kills somebody and drinks their blood, she can go in, infiltrate somewhere, and start killing people early. Or they kill a guard. Toga drinks some of the blood. She gets in there and lets the rest of the team in. That's how I think Toga would be utilized in this situation. Is that she would definitely be used as like an infiltrator, but when shit went down, yeah, she would be right there killing people along with the rest of the squad. So definitely, I could see that. I could see Toga part of this team. Following that is Revy from the anime Black Lagoon. Word to the wise, there's probably going to be several anime characters in this lineup, so just word of warning. Anyway, so Revy, Black Lagoon. She's an excellent sharpshooter, excellent hand-to-hand fighter, and just all-around badass. Revy is just devastated, is just a one-woman army, but I don't... she would very much fill in for that Deadshot role for this team, for this version of the team. She would definitely fill in the Deadshot role, absolutely. So, Revy would be definitely used as like the sharpshooter and also go in there, take everyone out. But I also think that Revy would not put up with Waller's shit, and also be like, give the most lip, and also the one probably like most likely to make Waller trigger that bomb in her neck. That might be the case, depending on how far Revy's willing to push Waller. That's definitely something I could see happening. Anyway, so there you go. There's with Revy. And speaking of sharpshooters, this would definitely, like, Revy I would see as like maybe doing long range, but she would definitely be up close and killing people outright, along with Toga and a few other members. But the one I definitely see doing the sharpshooting from away is Rip Van Winkle from the anime Hellsing. Rip Van Winkle is a Nazi vampire with a magic musket rifle that carries bullets that can tear through an entire platoon of soldiers in a matter of seconds. Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Sailor, her gun punishes all. Rip Van Winkle, totally crazy. Of course, as a vampire, she has enhanced senses, and, of course, that bloodlust. But not to mention that gun she carries with the magic bullets. Something that, Rip can easily look at like a whole squad, like a whole platoon of soldiers guarding something. They would just go and look at Rip and go, "You're up, crazy." And Rip would just take her gun and just fire it, and the bullet would just go all over the place, slaughtering people left and right. And then she'd just be like, "There you go, all clear." So yeah, probably more so than Revy, Rip Van Winkle would definitely be more of the the person who would be fighting from afar, the sharpshooter, if you will. So, following that is a character from a video game series, Psycho Mantis from Metal Gear. Yeah, Psycho Mantis. Now, Psycho Mantis would definitely be a lot of fun to have on this team. I could definitely see Psycho Mantis as, of course, as a powerful psychic. I could see him as like an interrogator for the team. I could see him as like, if they want some information, they would just tell Psycho Mantis, hey, hurt this guy till he talks. or pull that image out, pull it out of his head, or if he can't get it, hurt him till he does talk. So Psycho Mantis would definitely be like the one they would send in to like Waller would send in to torture somebody, to just give absolute mental hell to whoever some poor bastard they've captured. Oh my god, he would just completely mentally wreck people left and right. So Psycho Mantis would just be horrifying on this team. So let's talk about who I think would be the team's field leader in this version of the Suicide Squad, and that is Mercenary Towel from Dragon Ball. Now, Mercenary Towel, of course, one of Goku's earliest enemies, hand-to-hand fighter, and cybernetically enhanced. Mercenary Towel is a member of the Red Ribbon Army, and I could see him, as a field leader, not by choice, mind you, for this version of the Suicide Squad. I think Waller would understand that, yeah, he's had years of training in a terrorist organization, he's had, he's an excellent hand-to-hand fighter, and he's kind of a leader in a way. So I could see him, he wouldn't be like Rick Flag. He'd be more like, you follow me or I'll kill you, and you don't have to worry about the bomb in your head. How about that? So Tao would definitely be like this team's field leader, a little more aggressive than, actually not a little, a lot more aggressive than Rick Flag would ever be. So absolutely 100%, Mercenary Tao would be the leader of this team. Moving right along to Grell Sutcliffe from the anime Black Butler. Like I said, a lot of anime in here. Grell is for those who are unaware, is a transsexual Grim Reaper with a chainsaw for a scythe. And as a Grim Reaper, he's got enhanced strength, speed, durability, and agility. He's also, of course, that big-ass chainsaw, and he loves to kill He loves to kill people left and right. So, I could see it as like, hey, we're pinned down. Hey, Grell, you want to give us a hand? And Grell would be like, gladly, revs up the chainsaw, and that's when the other bad guys, I should say, would have a pants to be darkened moment. The moment they hear Grell's chainsaw revving up, they just know it's fucking game over. It's just fucking game over. Oh, man. So, the last two members of my version of the Suicide Squad is, so it's a 2-for-1 deal. Because you can't have one without the other in this version of the Suicide Squad. And that is Bebop and Rocksteady from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Bebop and Rocksteady would just go in and just wreck shit. They would be the real muscle of this team. You've got Grell, you've got Rip, and you've got Revy, but Bebop and Rocksteady would definitely be the real muscle of this team. They would be the ones who would be, go in, kill everything, go in, smash shit, and also provide heavy artillery. Of course, you've got Rocksteady with his big minigun, and Bebop, who, by the way, I'm going by 2012 cartoon version of the TMNT, so Bebop could easily be a stealth member of this team, much like with Toga. Just slip in, kill some people, slip out and be like, hey, I got the shit, and I also opened all the gates, you're welcome, everybody. And Rocksteady would provide, the real heavy artillery. When shit goes super sideways, Rocksteady could just whip out his minigun and just light shit up like the Heavy in Team Fortress 2. So, there you go, guys. That is pretty much my non-comic lineup for Suicide Squad. Yeah, I butchered that sentence really good. So you guys tell us here in Comic Universe in the comments below, who would you have in your non-comic lineup of the Suicide Squad? What characters outside of comic books would you have as part of your Suicide Squad? Let us know here in the comments below. And once again, hope you all enjoyed this. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, and share with your friends and family here on social media, because it's always appreciated here at Comic Universe. Really excited to see what you guys have to say about this one, because I know already it's gonna be a lot of fun to see what you guys come up with. But until then, see you next time in the universe.